Yo, let me give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you all night, right?
I'ma take you some loving, sweet delicious somethings. Only you, I'm so gifted. See the blood on the wings.
Point of View Talk Show Season 3.
Right through the city with the windows down.
Hey guys, it's your girl Giselle.
I gotta get myself together. Wanna be ready when the stormy weather comes around. I'm just gonna be. My time is now. Don't believe in me, but you gon' respect the God in me. Oh, believe in me. I believe. Gotta know I love
Busca pasar un buen rato.
Dímelo.
Bueno, ¿qué tal una aventura para toda la vida?
Ok.
Mi dato sobrevivo, donde vivo, no me importa. Tomaré un manga, un gato o lo que sea. See I'm moving fast, but no crash. I'm a last, get that cash, ain't no time for your low class. Nací para ser un chapoteo, manejo bum bum. Nací para aparecer.
Hace dinero.
Nací para ser un chapoteo, manejo bum bum. Nací para aparecer.
Hace dinero.
Entre diosa de la jungla, el señor, la arena.
el que es como nunca has visto.
Dancing to the sounds of nature so free. Set that thing up on what you want to see.
Coge, nena, coge, nene.
Quiero que expreses todo tu amor y alegría. Suficiente por los juegos. Así que deja de jugar tímido. Nací para ser un chapoteo. Manejo bum bum. Nací para aparecer.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of From Her Point of View Talk Show with your girl Lady the Goddess and my lovely co-host.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Giselle, and if you would love to be a guest on our show, we would love for you to email us at herpointofview@aol.com.
This show is brought to you by I Said It Management. If you're interested in checking out any of my content, any of my work, go ahead and Google Lily the Goddess. Also, you can check me out on IMDb Pro as Leonessa Cruz, Leonessa Cruz. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Flawless Dreams. I would love to have you. Come on, check it out.
And I would love for you guys to follow and subscribe as well. You can find me everywhere on social media at Jizzy Worldwide. That's GIZZY Worldwide.
Tonight we have an exciting show for you because we have a wonderful celebrity guest, Queen. She is a movie actress, film director with a new movie, Ain't Grown Yet, photographer, poet, and music artist. Her name is Benji Lynnyahweh. Please welcome her to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, Queen. Introduce yourself to the audience and please let them know where they can find you on social media platforms.
Yes, my name is Benji Lynnyahweh. I'm an actress. I'm based out of Los Angeles, originally from Tennessee. I attend Los Angeles Film School. I'm an actress. I've been in 8 films this year alone. I've been in films with Floyd Mayweather. I've been in films with a lot of the comedians like Boo Capone, Mo McCoy, the Prince documentary coming up about his death. And this year I've decided to go ahead and put out my first film that I wrote and I'm directing.
Wow, that's great. What's going to be the name of that film?
Are we allowed to know or not right now?
It's called Ain't Grown Yet.
Oh yes, Ain't Grown
Yet. Oh, that's
Yet.
the one that you now releasing. Okay, I thought it was another project that you was gonna be emerging. Okay, all right, awesome. So you're excited about it?
Very excited about it. I mean, it's always been my dream to be able to be in control and also to put out content that is motivating and has a faith-based energy.
Wow.
That being said, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo all day.
Oh,
okay.
Giselle.
Okay.
Giselle, my daughter and my big sister, both Virgo. We're both Sagittarius, both of us right here.
Right.
Wow, no Sagittarius. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, my daughter's a Virgo. I know. So everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Virgo squad."
My son is.
You said you're who?
My son is a Sagittarius. I get along really well with Sagittarius. So you ladies already know. You guys are the.
Right.
Yeah. And then of course, Giselle, are you? You December Sag, right?
December 13th. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's just like my older sibling and my niece. They're both December Sag. I'm November Sag, and yeah. And there's differences in the months because some people, I'm the really talkative one. She's the more observant one. She'd be like, she's gonna come into it nice and easy first. Me, I'm like, I'm right at you. So yeah. Tonight, as per usual, we always like to dive into what our celebrity guest has to say from your point of view in regards to the dating world. Do you find that people at this current time are kind of like wishing they had somebody better or wishing they had somebody different, even whether they're with somebody or they're single? It's just at this time people seem to be going through, I want this instead, or I want that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know that the word always talks about that the eyes is never satisfied with seeing, your ears is never satisfied with hearing. And with the music out right now, the content, it actually encourages you to look somewhere else and engage in as much love and as much attention as possible. Whether I think that's right or not, we're not going to discuss that. But, I believe that is definitely a true statement.
I can definitely agree that the music is definitely encouraging this popcorn type of relationship or like using people, so like he got to have a bag or, multiples and not really, it's not encouraging loyalty. It's not promoting family. It's not promoting monogamy. It's not promoting faithfulness. So it's cool to be, just on to the next, do whatever, what the eyes don't see, don't hurt, like you said, ears, whatever. So, and it's actually hurtful to a lot of people. So it's a lot of hurt people out here. And so some people are just joining the game and just doing what everyone else is doing. So,
yeah, I also believe they're falling in lust and not in love.
Definitely.
Yes. There's a lot of superficial relationships going on. So people who if they have somebody right now, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're single or you have somebody. If you have somebody right now, you might be like, again, like I said, wishing for somebody different, you know, looking at all the ways the person you have now is not fulfilling you. And, you know, there's this longing for something different. Whether it's considered better is just an opinion, but you're still longing for something different. Maybe a different house, maybe a different career, maybe you want to move forward differently in your career. So it just seems like right now people are I might be like, you know, interjecting some of my empathness here, but there's a lot of things going on currently, you know, energy wise, where people are just longing for something different, for more. And instead of just appreciating one day at a time, today I woke up, I'm alive, I'm living. If you have a bad moment with your significant other, it's just a moment, it'll pass.
Mm-hmm.
You may not like the sound of their voice at the moment. They may have said something, or maybe they're not listening enough. And maybe it's been going on for like since last week to this week. And you're wondering, should I cut this? Because I that's how I'm feeling. It's really all just, we're being tested right now with everything, career, love, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Longing for something more, but also, but not appreciating a relationship. Kind of different, like, it's like wanting more in your life, like house and stuff like that, or as a couple or whatever, is different from the lust level, as far as like you wanting a different vibe. And if you went into a monogamous relationship and that's not what you guys agreed on, and you're stepping out, or you're just abandoning your partner or your marriage, you know, I think that's wrong. And that's like following lust. That's not following the heart. And so a lot of people are led by lust and not love. They don't know what love is. They're confusing lust with love. So you can easily have a good vibe and chemistry and connection with many people. We can connect with people, like we can connect with each other as women. We can connect with different men. But that doesn't mean that you should blur that connection with a intimate or sexual, you know, relationship. So,
And that being said, do you believe on a kiss on the first date, Benji?
I believe there's nothing wrong with not a kiss.
A hug.
I don't think that give a kiss on the first date. I think it's actually appropriate because I was raised by my grandmother, born in the 30s, and back then when you dropped your date, or they didn't call it a date, they say courting. When you dropped off your person, they would walk you to the door, and whether they had expectations or not didn't matter, because the thing that they would do was kiss you on the cheek and tell you good night. They had a good night, or they didn't have a good night.
Right.
I love that. So
courting doesn't go on anymore these days.
I was just about to say, you think that courting doesn't go on like it's supposed to? See, she took it right out of my head. Go ahead, Giselle.
Oh no, they definitely are not courting. A lot of these people, they're not even trying to like take people on dates. They're just trying to come to your house or like link ups. These people are just a mess. They have no courtmanship, or they're not, the men are not gentlemen, and even the ladies. And a lot of women are not ladylike. So
right, I agree.
Mm-hmm. So Benji, how does one in your line of work maintain a relationship where the person is not really feeling threatened by your success?
Right now, I'm really just not, on the market like that. What I want to do and who I want to become. I have dated, and a lot of people are intimidated because I work with men, and because I travel, a lot. So right now I'm focused on me, and my children and God, and making sure that every day when I wake up, the messages and the things that I post and I put out are things that I won't regret later on in life.
Girl, you sound like me. You sound like me right now. I can relate to everything you said. Now, there's a lot of people like they have these podcasts. You probably know some of them. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna give them, no highlight. But there are people with platforms on YouTube that they're men, they're guys, and they actually have a lot of females that I don't know where they're getting them from, but they don't seem to have themselves well put together, and they are asking them some deep questions, kind of like on this platform. Well, from her point of view, we are mature women explaining why we think things have gone the way it have. What I want to know, long story short, is how did we get to this area in life where women are, it doesn't matter what the age, started to find themselves feeling like they needed to focus on a career and not so much a relationship first. How did we get to that point from your point of view? What do you think?
From failure. I feel like either failure from trying to do it backwards. And I want to just say backwards because once again, back in the day, people would get married young and they would be together forever. But sometimes they would be together with people who they really didn't love, and they were married, but they ended up working it out. So the answer to that question is, I believe that you get to that point because of failure or failed relationship. Gets to that point also when you learn that you're either in lust with someone or they was in lust with you. You was in love with them, and you don't want that. You want everything in life, whether it's love, whether it's your career, you want it to be solid, you want it to be real, and you don't want to get played, So right. I believe we want to figure out in life who we want to be, and we know for sure that who we are with or not with is, it's not what we want.
Right. Would you say that some females, not all, but some females who have pursued that path of just focusing on themselves and relate to some of what you said, that they sort of have they carry a fear of even giving another person a chance of intimacy? Not all of them, but some of them.
Definitely me. I was in a 21-year relationship, marriage actually. So this is my first time single for the last 4 years, and I didn't plan on being single. So for me, I'm very choosy and particular about anybody that I bring into my circle, my world.
Right. And you know what?
Yeah.
Do you think, what would you say to the people who, especially the males, or who try to and I say males because there's a lot of younger generation males today that are misinformed. How would you inform them that instead of coming over here and resorting to name calling, trying to say that a woman's going to be an old hag if she's single, and sort of like making it seem like they got to feel guilty about it? How would you inform them and correct them on that?
When it comes to guys, I really just don't, or to relationships, I really just don't pressure. I try to live by an example. I speak on things, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, then we're not seeing eye to eye anyway. We're not on the same level. If I have to overly convince anyone of anything, then you're not supposed to be in my circle.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Go ahead, Giselle. That was good.
Yeah. I think that it's not a bad thing to be single. I actually think that focusing just on being in a relationship can be a mistake sometimes, like if you're young and can hold you back from other things. But I also think that if you are only goal oriented or career oriented only, then that can probably hold you back. So it can be vice versa. So it should be a well balance. But if your career is something that you love, or that you're, is something that you're passionate about, then you should go after that. But if love is something that you want as well, you don't want to put that off for too long as well, because we do have a lot of people that get older and then the name calling comes. Oh, you're washed up, you're dried up, or whatever. But we do also have people that get in relationships, and you be with someone for multiple years, and then now you're back out into the single world. And so then what do? So shouldn't call anyone a name. It's no one's fault if they chose a career first, or if they chose love first and it didn't work out, or if they're single. There's someone for everyone. What's meant for you will be for you.
Yeah,
but it is good to focus on your passions.
Yeah, just don't. I wouldn't. What would you say, Benji? Like they shouldn't. And Giselle, it's not so much. Why does somebody need to dog on anybody if they're doing what they need to do in their life, and they're focused on their well-being, their health, their mind, body, and spirit, and allowing that something natural that is truly meant to be will come to you, like as you say, Benji, into your circle naturally, not forced. That way it's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in the word work. That's the thing I say.
Say it again.
I don't believe in the word work. That out because someone that dated 25, you could that's only dated one. That's not worth it. But that get back to your to me, I feel like when it comes to and the way you approach people, you see, I've been around. I like big girl. Gotta be so for the person to other out because it doesn't fit somebody, and choice things that you say about please say you have to pay for those. It comes out your mouth. So yeah, the people their choices when it comes or to using harsh definitely due to don't like you keep it open.
Right. You're breaking up just a little bit, so I just wanted to let you know that. But I'm getting what you're saying.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yes, try to catch that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I heard what you said, that you don't believe in the word washed up, and but there was a lot of breaking up. But like I said, tech issues. But we're gonna get it together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being patient, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Don't like a person, keep it moving.
That's right. That's right.
Don't like people string people along, and people string people along. And so, but what do you think about so in the summer, people say the hot girl summer and all that or whatever. I don't care nothing about that. But so like dating in the summertime, it seems that a lot of people tend to be breaking up during this so that they can be available for what they wanted to do already. What do you think about that? Seasonal breakups.
I don't know.
You say what?
I don't get down with that stuff because I don't believe in breaking up, and making up and breaking up and making up and then or going with somebody and moving on to the next. I don't believe in that. It takes away your value.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't either. And people that are doing that, that's what they wanted to do anyway. So that goes with the stringing along, because then you get the season of the wintertime, and then they got the term cuddy buddies or whatever. So like they say, get you a woman for the wintertime and then before tax season.
Oh yeah, definitely income tax.
Right.
So I said it wants to know, he says peace. So there's so many incidents in the news about a partner getting revenge. It seems like these days single is safe. He wants us to elaborate on that. Let's start with you, Benji.
Single, Single is safe, but it doesn't mean that you're complete and that you're happy. But it is definitely safe because it puts you in control of the things that are going on in your world.
Right.
Giselle?
Single is safe, you can be safe in a relationship as well. So and just like a partner can probably get revenge, you can have stalkers, whether you're in a relationship or single or not, trying to get revenge because there's people, not even just stalkers, people that can't even take no for an answer. A lot of women, especially, but even men, but women especially, like just rejecting men has caused men to become violent with them. Being single out here. So it's safe either way, because when you have a partner, you want to have a partner that you can trust. So sometimes you got to do that work to make sure that you are getting with someone that you can trust with your life. But sometimes things change, feelings change, and then people get angry and those colors come out and they do want to take revenge. But I will sum it up and say that can happen whether you're single or not.
Yeah.
So what do you think about insecurity in relationships? Like a partner, because I know you talked about intimidation, and we know that's something, especially when well, just from my point of view, for like a woman that is like leading and traveling or being around a lot of men, especially notable men, men of a higher status, celebrity, whatever. And then so a man that you may be dealing with or dating can be insecure about that. And those insecurities can come out as accusations. Those insecurities can come out as trying to bring your spirit down or put you down or even being violent. I know you said you kind of like recently just getting out there, and you said with the intimidation, have you dealt with any insecurity or anyone you know that has dealt with insecurity from a partner?
No, not since I left my husband. I have not, because I know the red flags and I look for them. And I definitely don't play. I have zero tolerance.
Right.
One flag, you're out.
What are some of those red flags that you were able to identify?
Definitely insecurity about with men. I'm gonna always with men. Nothing about that change.
Right.
And then me traveling, that's I cannot stand men who don't see the value. Not just me, the woman, your mother, your children, and
right
that you're in contact with.
Right.
Oh, don't get quiet now, y'all. We on a roll here. This is getting deep. Do you think that there's the generations actually play a part, and the how this new generation is? It seems as though dating, marriage, and having a family is completely out the window. Is there any hope for more people coming to the realization that it is important to have somebody as a witness, and even if it's your children? Because let me tell you something. Like I said, if somebody wants to be single, because I'm single, and doesn't mean that they didn't date, doesn't mean that they didn't give it a try, but it's just that it's that kind of time that take away from what really needs to be focused on, which is the things you really wanted to achieve when you was just a little girl and you told yourself, this is what I want to be when I grow up. I want to go achieve that. I'm not going to wait around for a significant other. I'm going to go and pursue my passion. If it happens, it happens, and it'll happen naturally. It's not going to happen by force. So what kind of hope do we have looking at for the newer generation? How do we teach them? How do we teach the young gentlemen that are brand new and fresh, the young ladies, how to carry themselves? What advice would you give them from your point of view?
Well, I would definitely, that's big. I think about that all the time. That's important to me. As you're growing up, most I feel like after my career, um, everything that I put out wasn't godly or didn't have a faith-based ending. And I feel like that the music and the films that are out have 90% of control over how these children turn out, especially in the one parent household where there is no mother and a father, or there is no one there but someone who works around the clock. It's really hard for those parents. I've met a lot to, they could be telling their children the right thing, teaching them the right thing, and putting into them the right food for their spirit. And the world, because of social media, the music, the film, and the peer pressure at school, it doesn't really, it doesn't help them to stay solid on what they were raised on. So there's really nothing to tell them. You can only tell them right. Word says that if you raise them right and they fall away from that, it comes down to love. Even when our parents and grandparents were, they went out and did things they were supposed to do. But if they were raised right and you put the right things in their spirit, the right food, tell them when they're young. You tell them healthy relationships with your friends, relationships with your partner, your. I would hope that you would never teach them until only I have husbands and wives. And I think that has a higher influence on how your child turns out. And for me, as a director and writer, my responsibility is to put out things, the children, everyday events, as long as they have that faith-based ending. So be an example and showing that there's other people out here that are doing it differently.
Right. Yeah, I do think that you should train up the child in the way that should go, and if they depart from it, they will, more than likely they'll come back to it. I think that a lot of children are raising themselves, and a lot of parents are dropping the ball, especially probably in single parent homes where maybe the parent has to work a lot and is overwhelmed or overstimulated and is slacking as well, because of those stresses on them. But and a lot of adults are trying to live their own lives and have relationships, and they are neglecting the nurture that is needed, the conversations that are needed to have with their children, so that we can be raising the future, so that we can have gentlemen and ladies out here, people that will be good husbands for those who want to get married, so that it's not like so scarce out here that it's scary, like, will there be any good men? Will there be any good women? Children are raising themselves, social media, the music content, the TV, gaming content, all of it. So a lot of it has a negative influence, negative language, and this is causing them to behave and act a certain way. So it is on the parent, it is on the village to raise the children and instill in them values, self-respect, and also teach them how to teach. I feel like, especially if you're a single parent, I feel like you should teach your teach them how to treat each other. If you're a single parent, and especially if you've gone through something as a mother and you have a son, I feel that it is like a duty that you train your son in the best way that you can to be an honorable man in the best way you can. Like, you don't want them. Somebody said, stop dressing your sons like the man that left you. I sing like a little meme like that. Like, a lot of people just like, especially with single mothers, like they're struggling, and especially if they don't have help from the dad, and they say a woman can't raise a man, but there's a lot we can do to raise a man by offering the experience that we've had that we don't want them to be like, like as far as like being a womanizer to a woman, or being a woman beater, or abandoning a family, or stringing women along. We should instill that value in our sons. And as far as our daughters, it's still self-respect, self-esteem, boundaries, things like that. And this will shape better humans that will be better partners in the future.
Exactly. And I just want to also interject and say that them earrings are hypnotizing. I've been transferring them dang earrings all night, Giselle. What have you done? I'm like,
Right.
they're so listening, and it's two eyes looking at me. I'm like, and it's hypnotizing. It works. So you gotta do a photo shoot with that. Them are bad at it. So we apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for any technical difficulties you might have been receiving on your end. We thank you so much for joining us for a wonderful, exciting episode tonight. We love and care about you, and thank you for your support. This show is brought to you by I Said It Management. We had the honor and privilege of welcoming a celebrity guest who stays busy and is very, very, very active in the film industry, the modeling world, etc. I'm telling you, multi-talented, Miss Benji Lynnyahweh. And also shout out to our brand ambassadors, Lizzie Smith and the legendary Mimie Acosta from MIA Entertainment.
And it was a pleasure having Benji on us, and hearing her point of view about some of the topics of relationship and the projects that she's working on. So be on the lookout for that, and you can follow her on social media as well. And if you would love to follow me, I'd love for you to follow me at Gizzy Worldwide. That's GIZZY Worldwide.
And don't go anywhere, because this is just halftime, ladies and gentlemen. I had it in my head that I was going to say goodnight to you, but it's too soon. I'm going to miss you, so I need you to come back. It's only halftime. Give us another bit of your time, because we got some more juicy details to go over. We're going to get it together. We love you. Stay tuned.
Right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the short commercial break because we wanted to give you all the information that's going on in a lot of people's lives and a lot of companies, and we want to keep you in locked with this show tonight. So we're going to continue. And we welcome back Benji Lynnyahweh to the show. Thank you so much, Queen, for staying with us. We understand how hard it is can be, what with like the internet and the, tech difficulties, but we keep it running. See, the show must go on.
What are some hot spots, Lily, that you think that if you were looking for? I don't think a woman should be looking. You should be found, but you got to be out to be found, right? But what are some hot spots you think that could get you a good prospect?
Oh, gee. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. Well, I would like to do some more traveling myself. I just got done going on a wonderful trip and with a wonderful friend of mine, Michelle Push Cow. Oh, take a minute. We'll get it together with the sound quality. Hopefully you can hear us, Benji. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us. But my answer to that question is traveling. Because we only see what is around our cesspool, right, our local cesspool. But if we explore and we go out and we travel, we'll see other people and we'll say, wow, I think I found someone that ironically we have a lot in common with. Hello, Lil Ninja. Thank you for tuning into the show. Hip hop dancer, Miss Benji Lynnyahweh. Are you able to hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Now, what I want you to know that nothing will stop a Virgo from speaking, because a lot of times the elements, they try to work against a Virgo. It's like somebody they say, not today, Satan. Right. Because it's like they don't really get a chance. This is the truth. They really don't get a chance to speak their mind, and they get cut off a lot. So in Jesus' name, I rebuke any interruptions. I don't think she can hear us yet still, Miss Benji. And a thumbs up. No. But I will say this, those posters she has going on in the background, take a look at that. Right. Some of her films. She has been in many films. She's mainly from LA. That's her base. She's based out in LA. If anybody who's in LA, reach out to her.
We can hear you. We were talking about, like, what do you think are some hot spots that a woman can be found, or a man can find a good partner? So Lily, you said traveling. I agree, because we always do what's around us, see only what's around us. Traveling doesn't some people don't have the means to actually like go across the borders, but if you can't, definitely going out of the comfort zone of your neighborhood, and there's more than what you're around. There's more. This is a big wide world, so you never know where your partner is.
Go to the surroundings that are connected to what your desires are. Right. If you want somebody who's smart and intelligent, go to a location that will have that sort of individual there. Could be a library. You run into very educated individuals. They use big words. You might really love them, maybe not. Because one needs to be stimulated in the brain. Having a really deep conversation, something to talk about, it goes a long way. It's stimulating. And I'll tell you one thing. Somebody repeating themselves, and I apologize if I have, Giselle. Kick me now. It's boring. Do not repeat yourselves. I gotta stop doing that too. Giselle, I already adopted you as my big sister. I'm sorry.
I saw a little meme. Well, it wasn't a meme. It was like someone posted, said, "You want to find yourself a good man? Go to the Home Depot at these times." Certain time. He said it was like certain time, like I think like 6 or whatever. Those are the corporate, leader men. And then they just gave like the time frames to go. Oh Lord, I'm like, people are so silly. But the men do be in the Home Depot, but a lot of them be married. So close your legs to married men is what I
That's
say.
right. Have some respect. Respect on it. Miss Benji, are you able to hear us? Let us
Yes,
know.
I am.
Oh my
Okay.
God, your voice. All right, I already see. I rebuked anything that was going to stop you from being able to speak, because I know that Virgos always get cut off a lot and they don't get allowed to speak a lot. It's like not today, Satan. Go somewhere with that negative crap.
Not today.
That's right. Not ever. Bye. So Giselle asked you a really good question, Benji. Where could one go to surround themselves with someone that might be of interest in them? If they're interested in hoping to put themselves out there on the market, where should they go?
I just think you should go. Only my rule, and it's not for everybody. But for me, I only go places where people are like-minded. That's why I moved to Hollywood.
Right.
Move and groove in places where people think like you think and want the things that you want in life.
That's right.
If you want to go out there, man, go to church.
Right.
If you want a freaky girl, maybe, there's a lot of other options. You go to the club, or you go, and I say freaky, I mean it's somebody who is somebody you can freak on and move on, or keep your girl at home. You would go to those type of places, a strip club or somewhere. But I believe that when you're focused and it's something that you really want, wait on God. He gonna tell you where to go. But just hang around people who are like-minded.
Yes.
Facts.
Visionaries, people that want more out of life. You ain't gonna find it with those that are stagnant.
So what are, if you could lay it down, what are some turn-offs and turn-ons for you? Just throwing it out there.
Tempers is the number one. Men that don't respect women, men that see everything negatively, and you can't find the light or the good in the dark, because there really is good in everyone. Also, men who are more feminine than masculine. If I wanted to be with a woman that gossiped all the time and complained all the time, then I would be with a woman. I want to be with a man. I want to be with a man. The purpose of being with a man, is more than sex. It's that security. It's that go-to person that can hold you at night, and a man can hold you stronger than some other feminine men. You know what I'm saying? A man that's not honest. That's one of my pet peeves. If you want to be in a polygamous relationship, say it up front. If you want to have more than one wife, say it up front. If you're married, say it up front. If you don't want to be serious and get married, say it up front. Just be honest, because you never know, she may want the same thing.
And you don't have the right to take what someone else wants from them by stringing them along.
Exactly.
That's not right.
Be honest. Just be honest. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? As we say in the South, keep it true.
True.
Hey,
do you ever get that you resemble? Do you ever get that you resemble Sade?
Thank you for saying
I've never heard that.
Is it Sade or Sade?
If you look at yourself right now with your hair back, it's kind of giving me Sade vibes.
Or Sade. S-A-D-E.
How do you pronounce her name?
Is it the last couple of years? Just the last couple of years. I never heard that until the last couple of years, and now all of a sudden everyone's saying that.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
It's amazing, Thank you.
Yeah, with the hair back.
Yeah, isn't it S-A-D-E?
Thank you.
Sade or Sade or something
Sade.
like that? Is that how she pronounces it? So it's not an H, but it is spelled S-A-D-E.
Yeah, it's spelled S-A-D-E, but it's pronounced Sade.
Okay.
Sade.
Okay. Yeah, so we were thinking the right person. I just had the wrong.
Right.
Right. Off of her head.
And what did Sade say? No ordinary love.
Oh man.
I didn't find out.
That's one of my go-to songs to sing because I'm a singer. I be singing that song. Yeah, I'm a singer, songwriter. If you need some songs for some films,
I was just gonna ask you that. You beat me to the
right?
punch. Soundtrack, let's go.
Right,
I have the
Lily too.
studio.
We
We can
both.
record.
Lily is right. Lily films as well
Yeah.
and sings. So definitely.
Yeah. I have a studio. We can record.
Right.
Yes, I'm an actress too, and a film director and editor, sound. I went to school. I did it all. In 2010,
Well, I've gotten
I
my
did was a
music.
year program.
I've
And
gotten my
I
music.
flirted a lot, dang it, but it was so freaking hard to flirt because most of the dudes that I flirted with, someone was, it's one thing, he swung for the other team, and I'm like, crap. But he only did it because I swear to goodness, a friend of mine screwed it up. You know what she did? You know what she did? Let me tell you what she did. I can't even say this word, I don't think. But she cock blocked. I'm saying she was cock blocking. We were this close. He was a Virgo too. We were this close to smooching. It was gonna be great. I wanted it, dang it. But that's okay. He decided to go to the other team because and he was so mad with me. He was mad. I'm like, why is he mad? Because somebody he thinks I made him swing to the other team. No, I didn't. I was putting myself out there. I was like, take me.
Yeah.
Well, that was in him already.
Throw him to the wall. Take your man. Just take him.
Yeah.
But anyways, what do you think about aggressive women? You think aggressive women have it? Should women be aggressive and go for theirs, or should they kind of fall back?
Fall back.
Right.
Fall back.
I know it's kind of hard because I have two sisters, and one, she definitely talks about being a single parent makes her more masculine because she has to be that way for her children and to be secure and safe. But when you gotta know how to cut it on and off. Mm-hmm. So it's like fall back. Don't be so aggressive, And it's really not. Because if I was a man, I wouldn't want an aggressive woman.
Yeah.
That's right. You know what's funny? Have you ever been viewed as intimidating? Besides what you just told us.
Oh,
like
yes.
Just they look at you and they say she's intimidating just by looking at her.
Yes.
That's definitely. A Virgo quality. I'm sorry, but it is. and it's probably been said that you're very hard to impress, but that's because you have, I would say, hopes and expectations, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Standards.
You want to see the good success.
That's it. Don't time for mistakes. You have one life and one life only here on Earth, anyway, that we know of.
Right.
This is true. So bad breath is also a turnoff. You were saying your turnoffs.
Bad breath for you. Turn off for me is an aggressive man. I don't like aggressive men. I don't like flashy. I'm not talking about like how you dress. Nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about those that want to twist their wrists to show you the watch, or pull out a bunch of money, or just try to show you. I don't care about that. No. So doesn't impress me.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a band-aid.
So but ladies, if somebody went, you on that 5th date, and he has bad breath, is that a turn off? That's like, we're not having another date.
You said you on the 5th date, so it only came out on the 5th. Well, maybe he ate something that day.
Yeah.
I figured to ask because sometimes some people can be considered shallow because if there's one thing off, then that's it. They don't want to pursue. Oh, I said it has a question. He says, do you still believe in love at first sight, or first sight, LOL, or either? Yeah, I said it.
I don't think love at first sight is even real. What do you think, Benji? I don't think that's real.
I got married off of that.
Oh, really? Really?
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, because it's what it's all about. Everybody's different. But I was young, fresh out of high school. But I got married, and it lasted, like I said, forever. 21 years. I believe it's possible, because you have to think about And I know you guys hear me keep using the Bible as a reference. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, so I'm like
No, that's good.
well developed. It's not just all about the Bible.
Right.
But there's a lot of examples in there of people who was in love at first sight, you know, and I believe that it can happen. I just believe in today's time, it's really about the family background and the that person's purpose. You know, are they because I believe that the only love that you can find is a person. I'm just being honest, because God is love. Yahweh is love.
Right.
I believe the
Yeah.
only love you can find is in Yahweh. So if he is not a real God-fearing, everybody can say God-fearing all day. Actually, the word is overrated. But
Right.
if you're a real God-fearing man, then yeah, I believe you can fall in love at first sight.
Me too. It's energy, you know, and when you zing, I don't know if you've seen Hotel Transylvania, but I'm a big kid at heart. They zinged, you know, when, and I had that moment. I had a few of those, the love at first sights, which was a zing, which was like, you know, just the energy was right and between us. But, you know, things change, you know, events happen and it causes a rift, just like the ocean.
Energy, exactly.
Oh, and shout out to Jasami. That is my daughter, ladies and gentlemen. Jasami, she says, "Hey y'all, so many people, ladies."
Thank you.
That's my Virgo, Benji. That's my Virgo princess. She's turning 20 in August. Yeah.
Oh wow. I have a 23-year-old
Oh, she
daughter.
says y'all missed a first part of question. May need reread. Okay, let's see if we can reread it. It says, "Do you still believe in love at first feel?" Love at first feel.
And say, oh, I mean first sight.
No, he
Or
put
either.
love at
Then
first
says,
feel.
or either.
Maybe the love at first sight, not love at first feel. What is that? Can you elaborate on what? I don't even know what that means.
What were you saying, Benji?
Feelings are emotions, and sometimes emotions can distract you from what's real.
Right.
True.
Because feelings are never wrong, just misunderstood. Contradiction in that statement, but it holds weight.
Yes.
Somehow. Example, first kiss, fall in love.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I agree.
Man, I have the sight and the kiss together, and that's a full package. I'll be like, and then I feel good. But that's from my point of view. That's just from my point of view. Example first. Yeah, you said it already. Okay. Oh, so Benji, you agree with he says first love at first kiss. That so let's say you didn't feel nothing when you saw the guy. You weren't attracted, but he smooched you. And it feels good. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta have the sight before you have the feel, I would think.
Yeah, I think the sight, I think that it's more these days, I think it's rare to be, love is first sight. Touching and feeling and all that again is emotion. And I believe that emotion is a distraction sometimes from reality when we first get involved in relationships.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if someone has been like without for a while, and that may be leading them, so instead of really watching for, okay, what am I getting myself into? What am I really feeling? Is this because of I've been deprived? Is this because I'm missing someone? Or, what is this true feeling? So we do need to recognize our feelings.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, like I said, I believe also that, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So he knows you inside and out. He knows what you want to feel. He knows what you like to smell. And so sometimes that man could be the devil's advocate. How do we know until we explore more?
Right. He'll send you just what you want to. Have it right set up on the way. But it's a whole plotting scheme going on.
Yes, honey.
And you
So
know, Benji, now and Giselle, nowadays we're hearing a lot of the AI lovers, you know, where now they got these AI bots coming into the picture and replacing, and they mostly show women bots. They don't show, notice they don't really show the male bots. They show women bots.
mm. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I don't like to get into a relationship with it, to use it as like something to fill the void of a relationship, if that's what you seek. No, but if it's something that times change, and people are into the artificial intelligence and robotics and things like that, something that is like a pastime, but not something that you're dependent on for to replace a human. No. Mm-mm.
Right. What are some of the pros and cons that could exist if you was to tap into the mind from your point of view? If you was to tap into the mind of one who might find value in having such access, why would you think that it would serve their purpose? I mean, really think about the world, and there's lots of people who are disabled and stuff. So, not people can go out of their house to meet a person. Would that be an example of a person that could, for the time being, until maybe a real person emerged, could like lean on something like that?
No, I don't think so. What do you think, Benji? I don't think, not for, like I'm saying, not for that type of emotional need. It can be a comfort. It can be something like a pastime, but you can't just be replacing humans with robots, and we just think this is okay. It's a lot we're doing in our reality that is not okay. It's
Not
just
okay. Everything pretty much.
borderline mentally
Yes.
insane. What were you saying?
I'm like I'm agreeing with you. Everything today almost is, it's just
Right.
things that we should not be doing. The advancement of technology, has come to the point of no return, and instead of
Right.
point right now where, people just better be careful.
Right.
And I'm telling you that from Hollywood. Just be careful, because it's not all fun and games. It may be a comfort for that one person, but it wasn't designed for that. It was designed for something much more drastic. So just be careful when it comes to AIs and things like that.
Do you think that social media has really taken a huge part in the downfall of human communication, ladies?
Mm-hmm. It was all a plan. It was all a design from the beginning.
That's true. Oh, we got another question real quick before we get going. Have you ever felt separation anxiety from a partner?
Benji?
Yes. I'm gonna go with you, Benji. What about you?
I think it's kind of natural probably to feel a little bit of, separation anxiety from a person. Now, when you get into certain age brackets, I believe that you should be past that and stronger. But I believe that at least once in your lifetime, you will experience something like that. And you might not even know what it is. So, everybody doesn't have mothers and fathers and great people beside them to tell them what they're experiencing and going through.
Right.
Giselle?
As you mature, you need that space apart. But yes, I have before, but you don't want to be clingy. Well, it was a great show having you, Benji. Can you tell them about yourself and where they can follow you again, and what you have coming up?
Most definitely. Like I said, I have Ain't Grown Yet. I'm already getting ready to do a casting next month for my next film. It's called Samson. So if you already know the story of Samson in the Bible,
right.
you might want to be a part of what I got going on. My main actors and actresses are paid. It is an independent, non-SAG-AFTRA film because I'm paying my own people. That's part of growing up and being a boss. You don't have to always be a part of something to get paid, and get paid well. But if you would like to be a part of that cast, you can hit me up. My email is Lynn, Lynn Yahweh, YAHWEH @gmail, or you can find me on Facebook under Benji Lynnyahweh, BENJI Lynnyahweh, or you can find me on Benji _Sub Memphis on Instagram. If you would like to submit music and you're not interested in being an actor and actress, that's fine as well. I've submitted the last 4 movies I was in, my music is in. So, I also am a photographer, celebrity photographer, editorial photographer. I've had that business for 13 years. And so if you don't have the things that you need to succeed, like your headshots and your e-cards, I got you.
Okay.
If you are looking for castings with just different companies, videos, and all type of stuff, I got you. We only get paid. We don't do anything for free.
Okay.
That's why I'm Benji.
Right. Well, it was a pleasure having you on. I think you're very likable. I love your personality, the projects you have going on, and I might be sending you a song to score.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
And guys, I am Giselle, so you can follow me everywhere at Jizzy Worldwide. That's Gizzy Worldwide. And if you would love to be a guest on our show, please email us at herpointofview@aol.com.
This show is brought to you by I Said It Management, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tapping in to the show tonight. It's your girl, Lily the Goddess. Find me on all social media platforms by typing in Lily the Goddess and look me up on IMDb, Leonessa Cruz. And follow me and subscribe on Flawless Streams. Love you and many blessings. Love you. God bless. Mwah.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
I still like them earrings.
Oh, they're kind of heavy, but
they look gorgeous. Gorgeous.